Hello everyone. In this video we're going to demonstrate how you search for a substring in a string of text using Python. You'll see here that the body of text we're going to search on is in a variable called sentence, and then we're going to look for this word middle inside of this sentence. And I've imported the sys module so that I can exit out of the script at the end after it completes. So once we see the completed message here in our PowerShell, we'll know that the script ran all the way to the end and it did not exit and fail silently. So basically what you do to search for text inside of other text is you call, in this case we have a string of text that's in a variable called sentence. You just use the find method, and the find method can take three parameters. It can take the substring that you're searching for. In this case is the variable, the contents of the variable word, so we can pass that in here. And then there's two optional arguments that you can use, and that is where to begin the search in the string and how far you want that search to go. So basically, if you were to pass all three of these in, which we're not going to do, we're just going to demonstrate how it works and what you get back. But if you were to pass all of these in, you'd be saying, I want you to find this word or this text, this string, inside of this body of text, and I want you to start searching at this position and search all the way through to this position. So that's what the parameters basically tell Python to do. Now what it returns is a position of that word. So if you look in the sentence here, you'll see that because strings are just lists of characters in Python, they start at a position with a 0 index. So this capital S here is position 0. So if you go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The M, which is the first character in the word that we're searching for, is found at the 16th indexed place of this sentence. And it runs through 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It runs through 21. So that's what find does. It starts by default at position 0 and it runs through this string, and when it finds the match, it returns back to you the position of where this substring is at, and it marks it based on the first character that it finds. So we should get a 16 back in our POS or position variable. So if we print out the string, just for clarity, I'm casting that to a string, the string position, we should get a 16 in our, and we do. So you'll see here that it found it at position 16. Now there's a similar method that does the exact same thing. It works the same way as find. It's just called rfind. And what that means is it does the same thing, but it starts at the end and works its way backwards. So I don't remember specifically if the R stands for reverse find or right find, but I think of it as reverse find. So it finds it starting in the reverse order and it goes backwards. So when we run this again, all we've changed is the method that we're using, but it should give us a different value from this 16 that we see here. So I'm going to clear that and run it again. And I didn't save the change, so it gives us the same value. But now that I've saved the change, we should get a different value, and we do. We get 36. So instead of finding this occurrence of the word that we're searching for, it found this occurrence. Now you can imagine how you could use this because you're getting the position back. You could use your other two parameters like the starting position, right? You could use that in conjunction with your find method, and you could put that in a loop and you could find each occurrence if you loop over this and just keep changing where you start the search from. So let's just kind of demonstrate that here. So we'll just take this line, and actually we could take both of these lines, we can copy them and just paste them here again. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do our find like we did a minute ago on word, but we're not going to pass it a starting position, which means it's going to start from 0, and it's going to give us back the position of this, occurrence of middle. And when we get that back, it's obviously going to be 16. So we're going to print that out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do the exact same thing again, only we're going to let's put this, just for clarity, put it in its own variable, and instead of letting it start at 0, we're going to give it a starting position. Now the position we're going to start at is, we can't start at the position that we got back, because if we do, it's going to start right here and it's immediately going to find the occurrence of the word middle. But what we can do is we can increment that position just up one index position. And what that's going to do is it's going to start the search right here at the beginning of this I. So it's not going to find this first occurrence, it'll find this second one, but because we started our search just past the beginning of the first occurrence, it won't count that one. So it should find this one. And then when it finds that one, it's going to put that value in position 2, and we're going to print that out right here. And so what we should see when we run this is we should see something very similar to this, only we should see the first occurrence, a 16, printed out here, and the second occurrence, the 36, printed out right below it, and then the word completed. So let's run that, and we will verify that that's what happened. So you can see here how you could use this in a loop, and you could just increment the position from the previous time through and store that in the second or the next find, and it will start your search at one character past where you found the last one. And by doing that, you can loop over a body of text and get all of the occurrences. And you could probably do the same thing using rfind, but you would have to work out how you were going to keep track of where to begin and end your search. But that gives you an idea of how you can find specific text inside of a larger body of text using Python and the find method on a string. I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.